People leave food out for them all the time, and they come up into our yards. They come all through this area every day.
Well, some Clarksville residents call the nearby deer neighbors. They're upset about a planned deer hunt in nearby Origin Park. And while those plans went on pause today, the park still says it's moving forward with more input.
As a result, dozens of deer could be killed under a deer control permit issued by Indiana's Department of Natural Resources to control the herd here. If you're not familiar with where Origin Park is located in southern Indiana, it is just across the river in Clarksville. The park sits on nearly 350 acres of land in a pretty residential neighborhood. On this map you can see right here.
Our Ian Hardwick and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton heard from Clarksville town officials and residents today who say they were blindsided by the plans.
I come down here to be alone with my dogs in nature, with the coyotes, with the deer, with the wild turkeys.
Ron Whitehead walks to Origin Park in Clarksville daily. Monday, the park paused its plans for a permitted, controlled deer hunt.
And sure, they cleaned up the junkyards, but I'll tell you what, I'm at the point where I'd rather have the junkyards and let the animals be.
The deer control permit from the Indiana Department of Natural Resources says that up to 80 white-tailed deer that threaten property can be killed, but only if it's by one of 10 U.S. Department of Agriculture employees. In a statement, the River Heritage Conservancy, which maintains the park, wrote, quote, "While population reduction is never a popular decision, even within our own office, it is a necessary course of action to protect the longer-term health of the park." Also saying its deer are malnourished and overpopulated.
You know, what's the idea of a park? You know, if you can't have animals in it.
Clarksville Town Councilman Tony Munich represents the area. He found out about the plans Sunday, but saw emails saying those plans started much earlier.
Months to know this was going on and to purposely conceal it from town board members is wrong.
According to the Natural Resources Department, deer overeat native plants in the park.
You know, I watched this one grow up.
Jim Holloway regularly snaps pictures of deer who feed out of a trough in his yard.
Thinning the herd by taking out the big bucks, I understand that. Because like I said, I hunted most of my life.
But he takes issue with killing doe so close he thinks of them as neighbors. Hunter Jeff Capps agrees.
You bring in bow hunters during regular deer season and do this without this slaughter taking place.
When you have hunters and non-hunters against this, you know you got a problem.
A problem pushed off, paused for the city council's input. Reporting in Clarksville, Ian Hardwick for WHAS 11 News, on your side.
River Heritage Conservancy says it will meet with Clarksville's council before proceeding further.
Any meat that's collected during the hunt will be donated to groups who feed the homeless, the spokesperson said.